So as we make our way up to 5B, I'm wondering if you guys will want us to get onto the steepest part, which is that western slope.
I am thinking yes,
Okay.
but Erica, thoughts?
Hope that's
No, I think, I haven't looked at the map, but I think they added those in to try to maximize the slope, yes. So,
sorry. Can you say that again?
let me get the map up.
Yeah, it's no big worry. We're going to keep on going basically north. We're going just a little east of that. But, you know, in our sonars, we're seeing that we're on this kind of eastern slope. And so we can start getting onto the steeper slope on our west once we're up a little bit.
Okay, that sounds fine.
Okay, great.
And how do transects work at this depth? Is that it must be more difficult, right?
Yeah. So let's see.
Well, maybe tell us when you think it's a good spot
So now would actually be,
going to be.
this would be good for the heading to not change our bearing for this 200 meters at 010.
Okay.
And if,
Shall we start a transect here, Erica?
That's great.
are you okay
Yep,
crab
we'll
watching
start a transect.
to this?
Yes.
Yeah,
As
it's going to
long
be
as
like
the
040.
ROV and
Your heading is going to be like 040. Yeah.
Sorry, I realized I was off SPL for that.
Sorry.
Or I wasn't talking on SPL.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure
then I'll stay a little upslope. Yeah.
So, Erica, is this all right to start a transect in this general vicinity?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
As long as the pilots and nav are okay with it.
Yep, that's fine. We'll have some vertical features and I'll probably fly it by stick, but I'll keep the same heading and try to keep the same distance off the features.
Sounds good. Tell us when you start.
Roger.
We'll just have to be careful about you backing up. Bridge nav, can I get 40 meters 010?
If we're just waiting, can we zoom real quick on that coral?
Yeah, sure, we can do a quick zoom and then I think we're figured out for our transect, but
Okay, perfect.
go ahead and zoom out early. Coral. Marley, you want to come a little wide there?
Mhm.
That's good there.
That's either, it's a black
Come wide,
coral,
Marley.
bathypathes or heteropathes, which is one that we're hoping to collect tonight. But if we're going to move to do this transect, I'm sure we'll see another.
Shall we pick up that
Yeah,
rock
we can
with
just
the
stop
coral
the
in
ship
it?
if you want.
Yeah, we've only come like 10 meters so far,
Yeah,
so
I mean, I've been moving. I can move back.
would you like to collect this?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be one you can just pick up that. What do you think, Erica? Just pick up the whole rock, or do you want to snip?
Up to them.
I'd
The rock, is that
probably
a
recommend
rock?
a snip. Yeah, I would generally
Yeah.
recommend a snip for this guy if you're not really that interested in the geology for it.
Yeah, we're not, I don't think, and, you know, he's had a hard life. I hate to take the whole thing.
Yeah, we can just take the top section if you like.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Great. Marley, full wide there. Thanks.
You can see really easily in that dead part, why they call them black corals.
Sorry.
Oh, just color commentary. You know, I'm wondering if that rock rolled from somewhere above with the coral attached.
Marley, you want to do a partial zoom on this guy before we collect him? Maybe we'll get you the top portion that we will take. It's a little shadowed for you, sorry.
Do you want me to zoom in on just the top?
Yeah, go ahead. Nice.
It's like it's in a snowstorm.
Snowstorm. All right, go and come wide. Then you want to keep your eyes on the meso?
I'm watching, yeah. I have 20 meters coming back.
Roger that. Raj. Kind of the manual zoom in there, hey? Oh, that's nice. So how much do you guys want of this guy?
Just that top section, I believe, if you cut right where
Yeah.
the
Down
naked bit is.
Cut with the naked bit, Roger. Marley, want to push in a bit, please? That's great. Oh, it's a big bit.
Great.
All right. Come full wide there, Marley.
And to confirm, this is 059. The rock was 058.
Yes.
Okay.
is a big buddy.
One sample.
Oh, Marley, you want to switch over to samples and salvo?
Yeah, it takes 2 seconds to load. Hold on, stand by. Did it come up?
Yep,
Okay.
good. Yep, go ahead. All right, Mary, so I'm going to try shoving this guy down in a small one.
Okay, sounds good.
But it's pretty big. Huh. Yeah, we got a really big piece here, actually. It's a little bit early to take a big box like that, is it?
It's not stuffable.
Can you fold it in half? Like a
I mean,
big,
fair
big piece
question.
of pizza.
Origami. Let's try, we can try shoving it in A, and then if not, I could roll it into a ball. I think I'm up on the side of the, there we go.
If not, we can always double up with a sponge in that same box.
And Meredith's saying it should be very flexible.
Hey, Roger, you guys just want me to fold it into a ball?
Yep.
Pretty
stuff
much.
away.
I want to fold it into a ball too. I just don't want to take a while for it. Yeah.
So we're interested in these samples because we haven't yet unraveled the black corals here on the West Coast. So
I didn't hear it. I know it's a pathies.
Heteropathies.
Bathypathy,
Oh, pathies. Roger.
Heteropathies.
heteropathies.
Just put black coral.
And
Are we guessing or are we not?
no, it's either a bathypathes or a heteropathes. At this depth, we think it's a heteropathes.
I'm going to shove it into A.
And Meredith will tell us when she gets the
She's
samples
saying
back to the lab.
heteropathes.
She's saying hetero right now.
And she's also saying it's fine to stuff it because she's going to dissolve it for DNA anyway.
Oh, good. We're going to swirl it around in here like a blender. Yeah, that's working. That's working.
Nice job.
No, that's only half the problem, though. No, the other problem is getting it out. All right, letting go.
Have you ever used an immersion blender?
I feel like this is what it is.
Ooh, maybe I should have a smoothie for dinner.
Does
Cookies,
sampling
pancake.
corals make you better at claw machine games?
Definitely. Though those are
Like,
big.
I mean, if you can do this, you should be able to do
Yeah.
anything.
Just definitely.
That was impressive, Jess. Good job.
Well, that one is a full bucket.
Killed that. In a good way.
I can't wait to see that when it comes up.
Spaghetti noodles.
They're pretty flexible, so it should be okay.
Roger that.
All right.
Thank you
sorry
so
for the
much again.
Yeah.
You people who are watching us from home are getting a good idea how good you guys are at this. I'm always impressed.
Oh, sorry.
Roger.
So because it had polyps on the stalk, that's why you're thinking it's a heteropathes, I think Meredith said.
Correct.
Have we messed you up completely for doing a transect?
No, we can just get back in position right here, do our same plan. Just we'll crab along. Is that good? Yeah, I'm curious what the beam width is. Herc is smaller. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I do think that's such soft return too. All right, Jess, I can start the ship move preemptively if that's good for you. All right, it's going to be 010 still. You should probably be looking 040, what's that? So, good. Yeah, fuzz. Oh, okay.
What is that? Does it look like?
Yeah, we can take a poke.
Yeah, zoom in on that. I'm curious.
Yeah, let's do it.
So microbial?
Get us set up.
I don't know.
Oh, giving you a tug there. Sorry, Kim. All right, Marley, go ahead. Try to sit us down.
Oh, wow.
That's
Fiber.
weird. Worms?
No, it's a whole mat.
Huh.
Wonder what's...
Huh.
That's actually really neat.
All right, we're taking guesses on this.
Is
Material mat,
Chad
says
still in the
Meredith.
science chat?
He is.
We're thinking bacterial mat,
Yeah.
Interesting.
and
Yeah.
is anybody looking for us to slurp bacterial mat?
We're setting up a transect.
Okay, I
Transect?
will be quiet.
Where's that?
Yeah, we're just at the start, so if you guys are
Yeah, I
interested in
can
the
stop
sample, we
again.
can stop and it won't swing that much. It's only when we're right underway that it'll be a lot harder to stop, you know what I mean?
I hate to say my guess
Yeah.
is that would go right through the filter screen and out the tailpipe.
Maybe,
Okay,
yeah.
never mind then. All right, good,
Really?
good call.
Dust storm.
There's more of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it,
below.
another patch of it.
Get all that thruster wash. Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I think we can probably keep on the 010 heading. And then if it gets pretty steep, then I'll ask you to turn to 030. Raj, thank you. Would you mind coming up in the delta a bit there, please? All right, Ben, and once I get clear of all this dust storm, I can drop a waypoint. And
Roger.
The Brisingid sea star, and that red sea star could be a pteroster.
Is that what people call slime stars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Raj, thank you. Okay. All right, I'm ready to press start.
All right, marking it. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight. Again, we're kind of in the valley now. This thing, but our slope is still to the east. Raj. Great, thanks.
Ah, that's a good suggestion. Steve says if you want bacterial mat, take a core and then scrape the top centimeter from that sample.
Clever.
Science, we are off to the races on our transect. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled.
For things we won't stop to collect.
For things that we will not be able to take samples of, but watch from afar.
I do really like these ledges.
So far just scotoplaning. We are conducting a quantitative transect on Santa Lucia escarpment. We're currently at a depth of almost 3,800 meters. And this exercise is to be able to count all of the fauna within a known area. So the transects are
Thanks, Ben.
conducted at a constant speed and constant altitude for a distance of about 200 meters. Another sea pen up in the upper left, probably a funiculina.
Oh.
Bracketed by bins, yes. We have navigator bin and data bin in the control van.
Coming up on a shift change, so you're going to be hearing the pilots and video and nav and data logger switch out. And that's an Umbellula sea pen. About 9 o'clock to the lasers. Seeing a couple different types of holothroidians down here. The red sea cucumbers and scotoplanies. I'm sorry if you have to count those die.
Great. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is what's going to happen. Sam goes up to the west. Yeah, but I do think that if we head this way, it will be a little more. We are literally going along the valley of this. Sorry.
So after we go along the valley, when we go to the next waypoint, are
Yeah.
we going up a wall or up some slope?
Yeah, the slope map is a little ridgy, and some of that I think is just the resolution of the map, but some of it may be those pancakey ledges we're seeing. So I don't think we should get too steep or cliffy, but yeah, I'm curious what it will be. We'll have to explore.
Yeah.
The backscatter gets, let's see, it looked like there's a difference in the valley and the sides, but it's also perhaps part of how the beam angle was on the floor. But yeah, should be interesting on that slope, something.
So Erica, who's coming on next for science? Do you remember?
It is Lizzie and Abby, and Lizzie's already commenting on the pancakey ledges.
Okay.
She says, sounds delicious.
Yes, that's what when I am off watch in a little less than 10 minutes, I am going to make myself pancakes for dinner.
I have to say, my husband made pumpkin pancakes yesterday morning, and they were amazing.
Ooh. Seasonal pancakes. Great. I'm still wondering if some of those that black coral we collected on that cobble, if that cobble rolled down fairly recently with the coral attached from higher up.
Guy agreed that it did come from higher up, but I don't know that we'll ever answer the coral question.
I said he can't read the waypoint labels. Is the one to the northwest after 3B? I have to zoom in.
Say that again?
See. He said he can't read the waypoint labels. Is the one to the northwest after 3B?
So
5B.
yeah, so the one we're heading to
5B,
right now
I'm
is
sorry,
yep,
5B.
5B. And that one to the northwest is 5B1 is what we called it. And that was just to maximize getting up slope. And then
Okay.
5B2 is along the same contour to get back onto that valley. And then 5C is right on the center of that valley again. So that 5B1 and 2 were just to facilitate, I think, getting up on the steepest slope and then keeping along that contour to head back into that valley that was targeted, I think because of its high backscatter return.
Oh, got it.
Yep. And then there's also a 5B3, not to complicate things, that is west of the 5C. And that is like this little landing pad looking thing, this summit kind of overlooking that. It's just to the west of the top of this. So again, I think the 5B 1, 2, and 3 were to maximize coverage of steep areas, and while also getting back onto that valley and being where everyone wanted to be. Bridge.
Yeah, Guy is saying that he doesn't like the valley because it's full of mud.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, so if you, I'm going to tell Sam, the navigator after our watch change, to go to 5B1, and then maybe if Guy agrees, just head right to 5B2.
Okay.
But, they can talk it over. I think the steepest part will be, I mean, maybe, yeah. I think actually the plan of going 5B to 5B1 to 5B2 along that contour, which should still be a steeper area, and then get back up to 5B2, I think is a clever approach.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can get high backscatter if you have super compacted sediment. It's not necessarily rock in that high backscatter, it's a proxy, so.
Yeah,
Right.
sometimes the high backscatter
ROV switching out. Thanks,
rock.
guys.
Yeah, especially at this depth, it's such a,
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jeff.
really is a proxy. All right, so I'll actually discuss that with Sam. We have, just so you guys know, 100 meters left in this transect. So I'm going to keep that coming. Okay, great.
And we're all
Thanks.
switching over for shift change now, so you'll hear some different voices in just a minute. Thanks, guys.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Well, Lizzie, I know you're getting ready to get on watch. Tell me when you're ready on the science chat, and I will drop out and let you drop in. Right now, Lizzie is just getting oriented to the sea cucumbers we're seeing, the holothurians we're seeing. Sea pigs and red ones. And acorn worms. And sea pigs and red ones and acorn worms. Not really.
And mud.
And mud. Not really super exciting, but hopefully we'll get into less mud covered areas here soon on this path. So Lizzie's ready to go in, Erica. So I am going to sign
Go
out.
go get some dinner.
Yes, if I can get I'm having computer problems. It's not letting me sign out. It's a little disturbing. Almost ready as soon as I can get this unraveled. Here, I gotta tell you, I need a dining room IT manager. That's what I need. Come on. Thank you.
All right, so we've explored the texture of the bottom now.
Beautiful. And we are about halfway through our 200-meter transect.
Excellent. And what was the conclusion about the bottom?
It's very muddy.
Noted. All right.
Hello,
Hey, Lizzie.
this is Lizzie Duncan signing in.
Hello.
Erica, how long have we been looking at sea pigs?
Well, it took us over 2 hours to get to the bottom. So we've been looking at sea pigs for about 2 hours.
Oh, got it. There's no flying sea pigs? You see any of those on your way down?
Not yet, but Chad says that crabs carry them around as shelter. So he suggests that we poke sea pigs every now and then to see if there are crabs underneath.
Yeah, he said it's shallower depths, and I'm wondering what depth I should keep an eye out for before we start flipping sea pigs.
I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with the Scutoplanes hairstyle that these crabs like.
Okay, so we're almost done with this transect, right?
That's correct.
A little over halfway.
Yeah, we've got 70 meters left.
Okay. And this is the second one of the dive?
Nope, first.
Okay. Oh, right, that first box is always the example, and I think of it as one, but right, I see.
So shoreside, we were catching up with the previous watch about our next steps here, and it sounds like at the end of this transect, we're thinking about heading up this slope towards 5BI or 5B1.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still
the
plan?
That is the plan. We're trying to maximize the slope and the steepness, and maybe get back to we have seen some bedrock pancakey ledges earlier in the dive, so we'd like to find that because it's definitely more interesting than the mud.
Roger.
Oh, cool, and we've collected some kelp so far.
And a rock, I heard. You got a rock too?
Kelp and rock.
Awesome.
Kelp and rock.
And one black coral.
Well, apparently when you collect kelp, you need to collect a rock also.
Yeah.
To hold it in the box.
So we decided that slurping kelp was a bad idea.
Okay. It's gotten stuck one too many times.
Yeah. It was a mystery. We flushed it for a half hour and it never came out of the pipe, and then we ran the flush pump like for 20 seconds and it came right out.
It's alarming.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what
It
is
did
different
tune in
between...
earlier when we saw a bucket.
I think we need to get a drain snake so we can clean out the hose.
I'm afraid what you might find in there.
Yeah.
All those years.
We really need to have a clear hose the whole way instead of that.
Yeah.
The opaque stuff.
That should be an easy swap.
I think it's hard to find like clear hose that's as strong as that other stuff.
Oh.
And you'd just be ripping the nozzle off, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe more research into hoses.
Mm-hmm.
Add it to the winter list.
Yeah, I have enough on my winter list.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that in a comment. Are there images in the master collecting list for these? Excellent. Have we heard from Abby in a little bit?
I'm here.
Oh, wow. Great timing.
Well, sorry, I've just been quiet because lurking. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo. Is there anyone else?
No, not out here.
Not that I've heard yet. Thanks, Erica. Have a
Cheers,
good
Erica.
night's sleep. Sounds good. There's always a little bit of, oh, I'm in charge now, whenever there's a handoff, but it always goes well. So this is the deepest dive yet of NA123. We're at 3,700 meters. And it looks like we're following like a shallow canyon feature almost upslope. Oh, I see something in the foreground.
What do we got here?
A mound?
Are we done with the transect yet?
We are not,
Oh, shoot.
but I can drop a target here in case we want to come back to it.
It's an anemone.
Oh,
I think it's
pom-pom
an
anemone.
anemone.
They get no love from the 8 to 12.
Like the tallest feature around.
We're all about reaping those sponges.
Reaping or repping?
Reaping. Collecting.
Ah. Like you're usually repping the corals. That's why I was confused.
Lizzie, would you like me to fill out the dive data recovery report or not? I know we were both filling out and deleting each other's comments earlier.
I was thinking about that, and I was like, if she starts filling it out, I just won't touch it this time. I was just trying to be helpful and pull my weight, and then I made it worse.
No, I think I was too, though. There was that delay, so you couldn't tell if if I was duplicating what you'd already put in there.
Yeah, there was some kind of weird lag.
Well, I'm happy to do it, or not, whichever.
Okay. I'm happy to do it too. If you would just check for mistakes or feel free to make corrections.
Okay, got it.
I'll give it a go tonight. Did it a lot the other night.
Bridge nav. Hold position. All right, shore side, this transect has ended. Also, band side, this transect has ended. So we are now looking, would you like to look around here or continue to what we think is a slope?
I think that the BI, if we could just keep making our way that way, from what I've seen watching before I stepped in, we're not seeing too much blue ghost habitat. So I think just moving on to the next waypoint, unless we see something worth collecting.
Sounds good. And would you like just a direct line up to 5 BI or zigzag?
Ooh, let's where's my mouse? Let's just do a
Roger.
straight shot for
And
now.
if we do encounter slope, we can always change our plan.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Bridge nav.
You gotta remember we're pretty deep here, so things
Yeah.
are
Slow.
funky. Like we're still trucking along at
Yeah.
the speed you had there.
There's probably going to be, what, a 10-minute delay
Yeah.
between a
Yeah.
move and...
Yeah, so saying the end of the line is not really.
Okay.
That's fair.
Maybe we could take maybe smaller steps then, so if we did decide to stop.
Uh-oh, we're losing shoreside.
Hello?
Oh, we can hear you, but you're breaking up quite a lot.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm going to try exiting.
Sounds good.
What do we got over here?
Trash there?
Going in for a look. You want to zoom in there, Al? Oh, octopus. So, Pepsi can.
Quite vintage.
That is
Oh, wow.
vintage. That is
Yeah.
a vintage can.
Vintage Pepsi can.
That's very vintage. Yeah.
Very vintage.
And then
It's almost sold the tip again.
Wow.
non-vintage octopus.
New octopus.
Or
Modern.
it's super vintage, like hundreds of millions
Oh.
of years old vintage.
Not this particular one.
Not this one, but the lineage.
Bob, are you okay with us putting a step in?
Yep.
Bridge
Good.
nav? meters, 332.
Oh, I can do the transfer expression too. I was just trying to figure out my D-link.
No, I mean, I'm happy to do something.
Okay, do you want to do the transfix tracking sheet and I'll do the data recovery?
Sounds good. I think I just lost the link.
I can hear you just breaking up a little bit.
Okay.
Abby, do you hear us?
Yes, Al, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Good.
Was it 332?
332.
What step lengths are you taking, Sam?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
What step lengths are you taking?
I'm still not catching.
Oh, what step links are you taking?
Step lengths. How far are you
Oh,
stepping?
30 meters.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
And I can continue putting them in.
Just trying to get an idea.
Sure. I can keep putting them in kind of as we get to the end of each one, just so we keep moving, since there is about 10-minute delay between putting in a ship move and vehicles moving, since we're at such step.
Okay.